Hey, what's up everybody? How is it going today? I hope you all are doing great. Welcome to another review by Bricks and Toys. Today we are continuing here in the month of March on the March Lego reviews. No, I'm actually just messing with y'all. It's actually April, but we are still going with the March Lego reviews. And I think I saved one of the best ones for like the end. I think I only have like 2 or 3 March sets left to review, but I think I saved like the best one for like right now. And the set I'm talking about is the $230 Medieval Town Square, featuring the first gray goat, I guess, in like years. This set is an 18 and older set. It is part of the Icons lineup. It is set number 10332, coming in at 3,304 pieces, which is a remarkable deal for only $230 US. One of the really cool things about this set is it's going to continue our venture into the medieval landscape of Lego sets. Let's take a look at this box. Let's kind of get an idea of what we're looking at, and then we'll go and unbox it. So looking at it, we have what looks to be 2 buildings. We have minifigures all throughout. Of course, they're all wearing medieval costumes. That's to be expected with a set like this. We have like a little tree in the background with a good hearty stump. Looks like we got a cart, and we got another little vendor stand right here. Looks like we got maybe a little blacksmith or a carpenter on the box. A guard up here. A nice thatching on the roof. A lot of really nice details. I like how Lego bricks make really good medieval buildings, and this looks like it's going to be just another one that is going to be a good example of that. So, taking a look at the top of the box, we have a list of our minifigures. Now, none of these minifigures have names. Maybe you, Lego enthusiasts of the medieval kind, know what these minifigures are, just based on your experience. I, unfortunately, have no Lego medieval experience. We have the Gray Goat, 1:1 scale. I guess that's going to be the biggest thing about this, like I already said. On the side, we got another view of that Lego set, turning the box around and working around my cat. We have more of the Lego set. We have some cat hair. Yummy, delicious, not, get out of here. We got some legal eagles down there on the side. And then here on the bottom, we have more of that legal eagles. Coming around the back, we have more of the same of what we see in the front, but this time it takes us through a little bit of what the set does and how it comes apart. As we can see, roof comes off. These 2 roofs come off. That's to be expected. And then it does look like we do have a second level building that does lift off. Now, these buildings, they do close up and be a full, enclosed building. But like Hagrid's Hut we just did a few weeks ago, they can open up and be a open back playset. Here, it looks like we have something going on with the guy in the purple with the money. Looks like we got some guy cooking. We got some people doing some stuff over here on a desk. And then we just have some looks at some of the functions right here. I guess it might have a turning wheel, maybe. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure. And then we have the dimensions saying it's about 10 inches tall, but it doesn't say how wide it is because it's separate buildings, and you can make it however wide you want because you can space them out. Not a whole lot to really go over on the box. The set does look really freaking cool. I mean, I'm not a medieval guy, but here we are. We're going deeper into it because at one point in time, like I was saying earlier, I do want to put a medieval area in the Lego City in the studio outside of my garage here. Enough talking about the box. Let's bring you guys on in. Let's do a full unboxing on this set. Okay, so this box is a big, big, big boy. We got 2 pieces of tape. You guys can see almost barely out of frame. Or barely in frame. And then we get our first look inside of the box. And we have what looks to be, a medium packed box. Not too bad. And now let's do our pour. Oh, whoa, our books are flying, everybody. And here we go. This is like our largest bill of the year. How exciting. And will you guys look at this? We got bags on bags on bags on bags. Finally. Okay, so before we get into the books, let's get into the bags, and let's sort out these bags and see what we have in the terms of the build. But before we get into all that, we actually need to guess how many bags are here. I do see that there is some random plates floating around right here. We're going to put those off to the side. So I'm going to say it's going to be 21 bags. So let's see if I'm right. Okay, so we just crossed 21 bags, and we have more. So I'm going to guess 25 is our total bag count. 22, 23, 24, and 25. Now let's take a look at our books. We're just going to have to rip the paper on the books, get our finger in there, get it done. How about this for something new? Book pour. Ta-da! Verify we got all the stickers out. Sticker sheet right here. Let's take a look at it, see what we have in terms of our stickers. I see 15 stickers, 14 is a duplicate, 11 is a duplicate, and they all look to be pretty simple to put on. A bunch of 2x2s and 2x3s. Here we have the books. We have our QR code for our 20 points. We got to make sure we get that. And then it does seem that the books is saying this building and then this building, which we expected. So let's start off with, well, that building. These buildings look so freaking nice. It's kind of a bummer how they shrink up when you fold them all closed, but you know what? It'll look good nonetheless. Let's go straight to the back of the book and get what we all came for. Okay, so we have 199 pages in the first book, and it caps off at a 15. So that means the counter resets somewhere to build that tree that we see. So let's go back. Okay, so that's bag 12. So the first book is the first 12 bags, so half of the build almost. And it's 215 steps with an additional, 15 I said? And then we go into the second book, and we know that goes from 13 to 25. It shows you this set all set up. We have 187 building steps in this book with 183 pages. Now let's go back to the first book, and let's take a look at the beginning, and let's see what we have. Of course, we have stuff about the medieval town square. I guess this is like a retro remake of an older set from like 2010-ish era. Yes, right here, 1601. So that's pretty cool. It's nice to have new versions. And there's no building steps. So far, I've not seen any building steps in LEGO books of 2024. It goes straight into the build. Usually with a set like this, it would tell you somewhere here in the front of the book what builds what. But they don't do that now. That's the unboxing, and that's the two books and the sticker sheet all reviewed. Now, what's up next? Well, guys, I'm actually going to show you this build in little teeny steps. Do book one. I'll bring you guys in. We'll do a little review on book one and go over everything right then and there. Then I'll bring you guys in on book two, do the same thing, and then we'll do it as a conglomerate. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get to work on this. I got 3,000 pieces of glory, and for you guys, it'll be the next clip. So we'll see you there. So here we are at the first review portion. Now I'm really not sure what is what in all of this. It didn't really tell me to put it anywhere, referring to all of the little carpentry type things around. But we'll go through this one piece at a time, and we'll see where this portion of the video goes. So here we have our first minifigure. This little character is called Wolfpack or something like that. He is a single-faced character, and he is hooded with a bow and arrow. He does have front torso printing, and coming around to the back, he does have a nice little cape, and it looks to be back torso printing as well. It's one of our first minifigures. It's one of the last ones that we built so far. We're only 12 pages in, or 12 steps in the book. Here we have our little Peasant Boy. He's holding a spoon, front torso printing, and also back torso printing. As far as the head goes, he is double-faced as well. And he is featuring a nice little sand green cap. Here we have the Carpenter woman. She's holding what looks to be a hammer, front torso printing, and back torso printing. And she is also dual-faced as well. Here we have the weaver, the fabric weaver, or whatever they want to call them. Comes with a little side pouch, pair of scissors, front torso printing. Kind of looks like Sam Elliott in a way. Back torso printing as well. And no back head printing on this character. Moving the minifigures aside, we have a little cart. Now the cart's a really interesting little build. It comes with a little pitchfork. Looks like some hay bales, some wood maybe that's chopped. Then I'm guessing this is furniture that needs to go inside of the house, but I'm not exactly sure. But this has like little plans. This is going to be for the carpenter, hence the wood under the table and stuff. Here's the chair that's drawn up on that, if you guys look. And here we have another little accoutrement for the set. A little sticker element making that envelope, candle, goblet. There's There is a little knife hidden in there with a hammer. Maybe this is for the carpenter. This is definitely for the weaver. This is like a fabric weaver of some sort. Telescope element making the little handle. It does spin, which is kind of interesting. Just a lot of tan and dark tan and brown elements. Then one of our last little, unplaced accoutrements that I still have to figure out where they go. It's this little log that goes in this little stand with a little axe. Thought this was kind of cute. So now moving all that away, now we got just 3 more things to talk about. Going on to the next is looks to be a bread and a cheese stand. We got pretzels, croissant, cheese blocks, and cheese, and more cheese. We got maybe some white cheese. But that's a really cool little side build. I really like that. Next up is the tree. Now this tree has a really interesting building technique on the top. These elements that you see here are used in the sorting hat back in March, which is an interesting note. Looks like we have some water, mushrooms, floating flowers, and frogs at the bottom. Now we do have a little beware sign. This is going to be a hint at something within the set, and as well as a thing about, it looks like a sale for a goat maybe, and then a wanted poster over here on this side of the tree. All these little things are going to be really interesting to incorporate once I actually modularize this set for the Lego City one day, not today or tomorrow, but that's the tree. And now the biggest build of book 1. Let's go over this whole thing. We do have a operational crane out the window. Here we can see that lovely thatch work. I really love this roof. Fun fact, I built this while I was enjoying a good Xanax, and having a nice Xanax and looking at the thatching of that roof, it was a really good sensory sensation. Coming down below, we can see that awesome texture that goes along that black and white, making that weird medieval look. Carrots in a bin, all types of cool stuff. Looks like we got a honeycomb or a honey hive, a pumpkin coming around the side of the set. Just gonna get a good look all around. We do have a door that opens up right here. More details and stonework. We got a little flag. I think this is for like the carpentry place. No, this is the cheese shop. You can see the cheese. Then we have that more of that grid-like, but this one is the tan with the dark brown or the reddish brown. That's just really cool how they capture that old school look. And there's the gray goat. Kiss the goat. And then we have a really nice fencing all around with a fireplace over here. A nicely thatched roof, but not as nice as this one over here. Also with a fireplace over there. Now these roofs do come off just like that, and they have incredible construction, really strong construction techniques. I really like those roofs. This one comes off as well. Same thing, really strong with all that brick building. Then we can get a good look inside here. Yeah, this is definitely the cheese shop. Looks like we've got all types of cheese, moldy cheese. We'll come around and take a look at this from the other angle. Then here we clearly have the carpentry shop right over here. Now, somewhere in this set, there's supposed to be a thing to operate that crane. We'll get to that. This roof does not come off. So now we're going to spin this thing around and take a look from the back. Here we get the good look at the gray goat from the back. Looks like we got a water trough, trees, more mushrooms and flowers all over the set. Looks like we got a bee on some flowers. That nice white and blue awning. A cat in my shot. Get a look inside of all these little buildings once again. Hopefully they're not too drowned out with the darkness. In terms of darkness, if you want to open these sets up, you easily can. Looks like a little chair in the cheese shop. It's trying to get loose. We'll put that back. Then over here, we can get a look inside over here. This building is a little dark, but if I'm not mistaken, it can come apart. Then you guys can get a better look at the insides of that little building. And then get a good look on the inside of this building, right over here. Move that around and bring you guys in. Then back around, go check out this building, which is the Tapestry. This is for the fabric weaver. And then we have a nice little tapestry being displayed, and then behind that we can see some rolls of fabric, and then looks like we have a little oven and stove. See if we can get in there and show that. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, really nice, really interesting how this is all done. Let's put our piece back on up here. So now we can take a look at these little components here. Now, right here, there's a little wrench hand. If we go in here, lift that up, it does drop a little door down. And then right here, we have a little locking wheel, which operates, see if I can get in here, the little locking mechanism for the wheel that moves this up. And if we want to unlock it, we can just go like that and bring the wheel back down. So lock, bring the wheel up, then unlock, bring the wheel down. Pretty fun stuff. And then we're just going to close it all up just like so and break it while we do it, because doing this with one hand is kind of hard. My cat wants to take a look at this too. And that's just going to wrap up this segment. 3 days later, and 25 bags down, and about 3,000 or more pieces clicked. We now have the completed product. So let's go and let's take a look at the second part of the set. Okay, here we are. And let's start off with our minifigures. We have a guard. Looking at this guard, he does have front leg printing and torso printing, as well as a spear. He does have back torso printing, and if we pop his helmet off, he does have two faces. This guard is meant to pair up with the Lion Knight's castle. We'll talk more about that down the road. Here we have a character's daughter in the set. I forgot which one. Single face, not dual face. Front torso printing and back torso printing. Not a bad minifigure, holding a little chalice. Next up, we have the tax collector. Again, single face, but he does have front leg printing and torso printing. He is holding what looks to be a tax document and a quill, trying to get that tax money. We'll talk more about that tax money in a minute. And he does have back torso printing and a little cape. He does come with a side accoutrement of a bag of money. Next up is the painter. Now, I guess this painter is the painter for the Lion Knight's Castle Shields, holding a blue paintbrush, front torso printing, and she is holding a paint palette. Coming to the back, we do have back torso printing, and we do have a secondary face on this character. And then this character's accoutrement comes with the little easel of where she's painting the shields for the Lion Knights. So now let's move the minifigures out of the way, and now let's focus on the secondary building. Now this building is a little bit different than the first. The first building is a section hinging on a middle section with another section hinging onto the middle. This one's a 50-50 split. So let's just go down. Let's look at the nice thatching on the roof. I really love the way that they did the walls and the lattice windows. I really like the detail you see right here with all the knights' helmets and the axes. Some sticker elements making some shutters up there. Then here we get a look at more of that nice thatching roof. What's really cool is all this is brick built on its side of multiple pieces. So if you push too hard, you can push these pieces in. So they are only held on by a stud on the top and a stud on the bottom. But it makes that really nice, iconic grid-like multicolor pattern you see on older buildings, which is really cool. And that's what's done all throughout the set. You know, it's red and black here. It's tan and green over here. Over here, it's white and black, and then it's tan and brown. You guys get the point. We have some more lattice windows coming around, and we have some more thatching with a chimney. I like that red and black. Here we can start getting some stone coloring, because we're going to go up here, and we're going to see the Lion Knight's guard tower. Now, this is made into the set to match up with the Lion Knight's castle. Like I said, we're going to talk a little tiny bit about that down the road. But we do have a really nice guard tower. Over here we got a little tree in a nest, or a bird in a nest, not a tree in a nest. It looks really nice. Lots of little side accoutrements here to make the vinage and stuff look really nice. Then we come up here, and here we have that guard tower. We got some nice simple steps coming up into the guard tower where you can come in. See my finger coming through there. Then they can climb up and then get up here to the top. And we can go ahead and we can put our knight in there just like that. And what else can we put around this set while we're just looking at it? You know what? Let's spin this around, because I already got the minifigures kind of placed around that portion. So let's go ahead and let's do that over here with this portion. We'll go ahead, we'll take the lovely daughter of one of the characters, and we'll just put her like right over here, just chilling out. And then let's open up this set to continue. And here we can see that 50-50 split that I talked about. Now, one of the things that people do talk about with this set is the fact that we should have 2 extra minifigures, at least one to manage that kitchen. But, you know, we got the gray goat, so it is what it is. So we don't have a minifigure to fill in that awesome kitchen. But up here we do have the tax collector's area. Now, the roof does come off so you can get in here and see all the details. Of course, the tax collector is going to have a little desk. But what's really cool about it is there's a little hidden thing that pops out with some monies chilling in right there. I thought that was a really cool little hidey place. I think that's really cool. And then with that being cool, we're going to go ahead, we're going to place our tax collector in his room so he can think about all the people he's going to tax down the road. And we'll just throw in his little bag of money in here somewhere. Now, like I said, we don't got a minifigure to put into that kitchen, but that kitchen is really nice. We got fish and a sack of maybe rice, we got a water pail, a turkey hanging up, utensils, and all types of cool stuff. Really lots of little tiny details all through. And it looks like we have a little social area down here at the bottom. What's interesting is that these doors have these little keys that keep falling out. This one over here has its key sticking out of the door. And then this one has the same thing, and I don't know why they did that. It's a really cruddy design. We have a banjo, chess, you know, beer keg. I mean, we're just ready for a good time down here. And then down here, on this lower level, we have the art studio. So we can maybe put our artist inside of here. Just like so. And then we have a little blacksmith area making the weapons. And for right now, we'll put the little easel right inside there. Because, you know, get it out of the way. Because we don't want things floating around too much. And then here we have another little room that a minifigure could occupy. I'm not exactly sure if we have that minifigure in the set. We might. Books are not too clear. It's supposed to use your imagination for these type of things. So to put that roof back on for the tax collector, just goes like that. This roof is built in, as you can tell. Last little detail, I'm not sure if my camera can get in there. You can see a little bat. So that's the placing the minifigures in the set, showing you guys this little extra bit of the set. Now let's bring you guys in with this stuff over here. We'll twirl this around a little bit more, like that. We'll bring in that lovely tree that's kind of plain, but it's got some really cool Easter eggs. And then we'll go ahead, we'll pull this guy forward right here. So with this set brought in, I do want to go back through, twirl it around, and kind of give it a quick revisit for you guys. I did stage the minifigures, and I did learn a few things since our last review. I just put the chair over there, but the little accoutrements for the Carpenter, they all kind of fit in a weird way all throughout inside. There's multiple stud tiles on the floor to make that happen. And with that being said, there is our set. Now, the next thing I want to talk about with this set is how it pairs up with the Lion Knight's castle. So let's go ahead and let's discuss that in our wrap-up segment. Here we are in our wrap-up segment of the medieval town square. And one of the first things I just want to jump in and tackle, because I haven't really talked about it a whole lot in this video, is that this is the side piece to the Lion Knight's castle. And with that, that comes with its own little set of here and there's. Now, I don't have the Lion Knight's castle yet. It's one of the castles that's up for consideration. The set is ideally made for the Lion Knight's castle. That's why you see the painter, the blacksmith area, and so forth and so on. But one thing to really note that's a kind of a weird detail with the Lion Knight's castle and this set is the Lion Knight's castle is a throwback retro set to bring back a theme. And with that, it came with the classic yellow colored box with the castle on the front that we've seen with other retro bring back sets like the Galaxy Explorer, Eldorado Fortress, Magisto's Magical Workshop. With this set, this is also a throwback set from a 2009 set, which I've said something about that earlier when going through the book. but they didn't give it that yellow classic retro box. We got a Modern Icons adult themed box with this set. If I'm going off of visual appearances, I automatically draw a line between this set and the Lion Knight's Castle set. I'm told by LEGO that they're meant to sit together and be together, but at the same time, LEGO's marketing team basically is telling me to take their word for it without actually having the marketing point towards, yes, this is a retro throwback set like that one, and they go together. Going back and reviewing the set with you guys just one last time and giving a final opinion on this set. What do I like the most with this set? Well, I love the buildings. When this set was first announced, I had no idea to buy this set. Like, I was not down with it. I was like, I'm going to have so much money out in Formula One, Speed Champions type of sets. I don't know if I can afford an extra $230. But the more I looked at this set and researched it, the more I saw that city medieval area with the medieval blacksmith that I currently have coming to life. And I couldn't help but to think that this was going to be a good jump start point to deciding what castle I want to buy and how all of this is going to work out eventually in the LEGO city. So with that, I went ahead and I bought this set prematurely before I'm ready for it into the LEGO city. I really think it's a stunning set, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how I can actually make the medieval area in the city with it. The parts that stick out the most to me is, I think, this building right here. Opened up, yeah, it's kind of a play set for adults. Closed up, it's just something about it's really captivating. The detail on it, it's really lovely. I like the pie in the window. It's got a lot of really nice touches. This building over here is not too bad. This one's definitely my favorite. I love the guard tower. I think that's really cool. But the tree is a little lacking, but the Easter eggs on the tree to other medieval sets, is kind of unique. And watching someone else's review, they did point out something with the tree that I did want to say in my video. So I just want to, borrow this guy's idea and share it with you guys in case you guys never seen that. We do have the goat on sale, and if you guys know, this is the return of the gray goat in many, many years. And if you wanted a gray goat, you literally paid the money for it. And now with the set coming out, we have the gray goat again, now in this set. And now it shows on this poster the goat for sale with a price reduction. I really wonder if that's a nod to the fact that they know by bringing back the gray goat that it's going to take away that high value from the one that's currently out. Maybe so, who knows. With that, guys, I don't have too much more to say. This is an extreme value for over 3,000 pieces for $230. It's an excellent parts kit nonetheless. If you guys have the Lion Knight's Castle, this is definitely something that you should think about pairing up next to it. And I really wish I had the castle here to show you guys what it looks like. I might be ordering that castle sooner than later now that I have this set. So with that one, everybody, I just want to tell you guys, if you guys want to support the channel, you guys can hit the thanks button right down below. And if that's not your thing, you guys can always just hit the subscribe button and follow along with everything that we do here. I super appreciate it. As usual, share the video with your friends and comment your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this set and your thoughts. And with that, up next, we're going to go back and finish up what's behind the red curtain behind me, which is the LEGO restoration project. You guys are going to see me now take those sets apart and clean them and inventory them and tell you guys how much money it's going to cost to get them all fixed up. And then right after that video, on an odd day, we're going to actually unveil all of those sets for you guys to see what they look like complete. So we're going to wrap up that series within the next couple of days. So on that one, thank you guys so much for watching. You all have an excellent rest of your day.